Chapter 52. There we stood in the meeting hall, surrounded by everyone. Colt smiled. Nervous? No, I just wish Lavender was here. Colt took my hands in his. When this is over, we shall have another with Lavender. You shall see it is also my greatest wish to see you in your dress with flowers flowing in your red hair again. I smiled. If the wolf girl hasn't torn it to shreds. The stallion coughed slightly. And we looked to him as he began reading from an old torn book called a Bible. At the end, we both said, I do. Abel came up afterwards, shaking Colt's hand. You take great care of her. I shall. Then Abel looked to me. I could see he seemed upset. Congratulations, I am truly happy for you both. Thank you, I said, not knowing what else I could say to him. Before I could think much on it or reply again, Colt took my hand. I have something to show you. What? Trust me. He pulled me alongside him as he walked with a fast pace down a dark hall. I could hear the stallion behind us talking to the others. Will let us go rest. It seems we shall have one more day here, the other elders laughing. We came to a door that Colt put in a number code before it would open. The code is 769423 in case you need it. I doubt I can remember that. The door slowly whooshed open. The room itself was larger on the inside. The walls were a cream color, candles were everywhere. Must have taken forever to light each candle. Colt clapped his hands, and the candles all went off, and we were in pitch black. A second later, he clapped again, and the lights came back on. Wasn't too difficult. There was a large pool-size bubbling round bath in the floor. You could see steam rising up. Oh, how I had forgotten about such things as a hot bath. By there was a familiar cup on the other side, the light reflecting off it, the same cup we used each Christmas. I was assuming it was filled with cider. Colt went over to the closest edge. This is part of a hot spring that was found when digging this place out. Would you care to try it with me? Okay. I was starting to feel nervous, but why? This is what I wanted. Colt seemed to read my mind. I'll go in first. He jumped in the water. He stayed under a second, then came up taking a large breath. Water was all over the tile floor. What are you doing? I sheepishly asked. What? It feels good. Come on in. I sat down at the edge as he came over to me, holding out his arms. I slid into them as I slowly went chest deep in the water. How instantly I felt relaxed. It's not as deep over there, he pointed. We swam over till our feet touched the bottom, where we stopped. Man, this feels good. I remember when I helped teach you to swim. It was way colder than this. He put my arms on his shoulders as I held to his neck, giving him another kiss. Wouldn't you feel more comfortable if you weren't in your shirt? I asked. I'm used to it, but there is a slight problem or two I will have to deal with eventually. What's that? Hey, why don't we have a drink? I have some of Firefly's famous cider. You don't have to ask me twice. We went over to the cup as he took a sip, then handed it to me. This reminds me of our times together on Christmases. He smiled as I took a sip as though he was reliving it. Yeah, maybe this time we won't catch a cold. Colt laughed back. I don't get sick. I remember it quite differently. I yawned slightly.